So here we are this nice lovely gentleman, and we seem to have a nice shampooed haircut. Nice to know that if we ever go undead, and our body decays into nothing more than a nice shallow husk, our hair will remain nice, lovely, and shampooed. Because look at that silky softness of my hair. Man oh man, how I wish that was like that in real life if ever turned into undead. And we also got a nice thong, or a loincloth. I like to say it's a male thong with a bit of loincloth next to it. But look at those undead arse cheeks. Kind of fitting, really. But that shiny guy that was up there, who opened up that little hatch, dumped his little body in here. He's kind of like all greyed out and a little bit dead. Just loot it. Oh, in his thong was a dungeon cell key. I presume it's in his thong. I doubt it's embedded into one of his runes, but you never know these days. There's also a lovely cell here. Right here we got a dead rat. I presume that was our beloved, lovely friend. But he died, sadly, because he ate too many bugs. Sad thing, that. I also wonder, can I actually break anything? No, I cannot. And there's also a little corridor. Oh, I did just break something. That's probably a rat-only possession, but we shall now leave before we anger the dead rat. So let's open the door. The dungeon cell key opens the door. Huzzah! So right here, we are in our prison. Right there's a friend, and he seems to be drinking something, or he is worshipping something, I believe. He's got a friend right there. Perhaps he stabbed him royally, then started worshipping. Yeah, he certainly is worshipping something. He's one of his demented figures, I guess. So this is basically the tutorial area. These little messages will say, hey, you can use to attack if you had an Xbox controller. But we don't have an Xbox controller. We also see this lovely fat thing there. He's guarding, perhaps, is that treasure or is that a load of bones? I cannot tell. But either way, one of our friends did not make it. He has a sack over his head. So I presumed he just had enough of him one day and just threw him in there after a bad game of chess or checkers. To be honest, look at him. He doesn't look like he's one of those people who takes... Well, it doesn't look like he wins very well, does he? I mean, he's probably playing checkers with everyone, and every time he loses, he kills them and smacks them with his tail. I doubt he can really fly that very well. I mean, look at those little wings. I doubt he can really hold up that stubby little body of his. But either way, we have a friend here. Hello, friend. What's wrong? There's no to be sad. I'm here. I do a little bit of dance for you, see? I'm Jiggle. You want to jiggle along with me? No? I don't like you either. Now, everyone attacking me, I'll just be like, what the hell did you just do that for? Who are you? I'm just like, do you like my hair? Apparently he likes my hair. Well, we're going to be leaving you be. Your friend here is kind of dead. What are you doing? I think he's slightly drunk. Right, we shall leave the drunk people alone. And there's another friend here. Hello! What's so interesting about the wall, eh? I think it's like that, that Willy Wonka wall that has like all those different tastes. But what's that wallpaper actually? I think that's wallpaper. That doesn't look like wallpaper, it looks like some type of mold that has grown all over it. Maybe it's one of those people who just likes eating mold. There's another dead rat right there. Oh. So we walk on forth in this nice brightly lit corridor. That's kind of in a ruin. I wonder how long we've been here. Well, our skin is kind of gone red, so I don't know. It really looks like we're horribly sunburned. Jesus. We also got a nice swim pool. Are you having a nice bath, my friend? I think he's trying to poo. Are you okay, friend? I think he's trying to bathe in this nice cold water. It's like, oh, it's so clear. It's not so filthy, like the ground is actually on. I think he's trying to go to the toilet, so we shall leave him be. Never interrupt someone in the toilet, because they'll probably get violent if we try to interrupt them. So we've got some nice lovely black fire bombs right here, so I will go in my inventory and show you what the description is. So if we go into browse, and we go down to here. Now what button was it? Was it, this one? Here we go. A black biscuit urn filled with black powder explodes, inflicting fire damage. Powerful range weapon, especially in situations called for fire damage. A very precious item at low levels. Black fire bombs are especially destructive. Huzzah! So this down here is our dark side. It basically signifies that we're an undead. Those branded of it are reborn after death, but one day lose their minds and go hollow. Death triggers the dark sign, which returns the bearer to the last bonfire rested at the cost of all the humanity and souls. And up here is the Black Crystal. The Black Crystal longs a simple farewell, and is granted to banished undead. The crystal sends the phantom back to their worlds. So if you have a friend, you can basically just use this and say, go away, I don't want any help from you today. I don't know why you would do that, because friends are always lovely in this world. Friends are so far in between. Sadly, I can't make myself a friend without fire, because I'll probably burn like I'm in hell. So in here we've got this nice lovely courtyard. When I mean lovely, I mean this giant pile of dismal filth. Look at this. Look at that! I mean, who's going to repair that? I'm not. I want to get out of this place. So let's light this bonfire. Now this bonfire will basically, if we ever die, we'll always come back here. And we shall always, like, remain here. We can jiggle all day long in this musty, cold, dark, abysmal place. So over here is a gate, I believe. There's a gate. But with this gate, there's a problem with it. If you open it, it cannot be opened from this side because, as you can see, there's no door handle. It's definitely a problem itself. Even though we could probably reach the other side of the door and open it. But to be honest, I don't want to get tinnitus, alright? Tinnitus is not a good thing to have. I have random seizures if I have tinnitus. So there's only one way place to go, and that's for this giant, ominous door with these statues next to it. It seems like we're kind of like in a church. A very... Ooh, there's a fog war up there. But we're probably in a church of some kind. So what type of religious figurehead are we worshipping today? Hello, Reverend? Father, are you here today? I'm here for my daily ceremony. I escaped from my cell. There's no one in here. There's just some pots. Oh, okay. Well, let's go over that door. Ooh, what's this say? Read message. Get away! Oh, hello! So, this is the first boss, and I badly timed that roll. So, this is the main reason I went with the black fire bombs. Because with the black fire bombs, I can go, boom, throw that into this giant oversized belly, and do 200 damage. Because if I don't do this, I'd do 2 damage, which I'll show you now. Oh, no, never mind. He's going to wallop me one, aren't you? No, you're going to do a ground pound. Here, have a firebomb. Oh, no, not today, not today. There we go. So how you doing, good sir? There's smoke right there. Whoop. That's not very nice of you. Here, eat that. Hello. God, you smell horrible. I mean, look at that butt jiggle. Look at that big fat butt. You should do more squats in your daily life. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, God, that's my fault. Here, eat another bomb. And there we go, that's the boss over and done with. And he requires 5 fire bombs. I didn't show you really what would happen if you attacked this puny little broken sword that we have. But either way, by defeating it before we did anything, we gained a Demon's Great Hammer. Now, the Demon's Great Hammer is actually a late-game weapon, believe it or not. So, if I attacked with this puny broken sword that we have, which was perhaps the remains of our lovely sword that we came in here with, that we probably smashed against the wall or the door that we tried to break into, we would have done 2 damage to that giant abysmal thing full of warts and all types of horrible things that are on it. So, in our inventory, we just got a humanity. Now, if I go down and look at the humanity is a tiny rare black sprite found on corpses. Used to gain 1 humanity and you recover a large amount of HP. When it means a large amount, I think that means all of it. This black sprite is called humanity, but little is known about its true nature. If the soul is the source of all life, then what distinguishes the humanity we hold within ourselves? Probably the fact that it's still inside of our husks. Most likely. So... Oh, I want to go back to my inventory because I want to show you the sword we have. The sword we have is this one right here. The hilt of a lost sword was found discarded in the Undead Elysium. Elysium? I mean, Asylum. So, we basically found a broken sword on the ground. It probably found within a dead rat. He probably ate it and probably died. Only slightly better than one's bare hands. Not recommended for extensive use, but be certain to find a replacement quickly. So if we go down, we see the Great Hammer. The Great Hammer is what we just got. A demon weapon built from the stone arch trees used by lesser demons of the North Undead Asylum. This hammer is imbued with no special power, but can merely beat foes to a pulp, providing you have the strength to wield it. Now, what is the strength required to wield this great weapon? Now, these are the stats of the weapon itself. It does 138 base damage. Those damage reductions if you use it as a shield. I don't know why I would use this giant hammer as a shield, but the requirement palm, or pamaram, is the required parameters. So to use it, as you can see, that man flexing his bicep is 46. We require 46 strength, and we only have 11. But it has a lot of durability. So if we equipped it, 1 second, if I go this, and if I go over here, and basically go to here and equip this, if we kind of worded for our current stats, but if we switch our weapon, is this one? There we go. This is a Demon's Great Hammer. Now, we don't have a strength to wield this. As you can see, he's aimlessly flailing it. And if we do a heavy attack, again, aimlessly flails it, and we probably only do 2 damage with it. So we don't want to use this weapon, plus it's ungodly heavy. We do not want to go ungodly heavy on us right now. Let's get rid of this and just stick with this nice, lovely shield we just got. Not a shield, just a nice little dagger. So, let's do this. I think this is the only way we can really go, because I don't think we can open up this door yet, can we? No, it's locked. Sadly, we can't use the giant hammer we just got to smash down those doors, since it's probably a horribly rusted door, and the lock inside is probably all, you know, decrepit and, you know, all destroyed and so on and forth. So we have to go through this ominous iron gateway. Now, this will be the only way you can go if you didn't kill the guy, and if you killed the guy later, and not right there, what would happen is, well, I think the best way to really say it is, basically the gate would close behind you, would never be able to get the hammer until way later in the game. So it's a good, you know, strength weapon if you want to start out with it, but it requires an ungodly amount of strength, as we saw. So it says, get your shield! But we don't have a shield, we only have this puny dagger type thing. I think I do. Here we go. We have this puny broken sword. There's no shield in here. Oh god! That man is trying to kill us! I think he wants our black fire bombs, but he cannot have it. Let's sprint all the way over here, and this man has a plank shield. Let's quickly equip our plank shield. So we want to basically go down in inventory and go over here to our plank shield. And the plank shield itself is a makeshift shield built from wooden planks, provides minimal protection, but at a cost of moderate humiliation. So we just equipped it. It's not very good because the stats on this are more than basically pathetic. So we equip it. There's our shield. We finally got a wooden plank, which probably won't do much in protection. So let's try and block one of these mighty arrows from this man. It just bounced off. You'd think it'd be more embedded. It must be a blunt arrow. But right here is our club. Now, I'll grip the club in a second. Let me just shiv this guy over and over again with my, well, blunt, broken sword. He's running away from me so he can get a distance and then just fire multiple arrows at me. You know what, I don't like you. Let's stab you in the buttocks. Or in the back of the spine. Somehow, you're not immobilized from that. Let's do it again. But you're only doing 6 damage, so we need to basically equip our club because this weapon is pathetically awful. So if we do it again, we just basically go over here and we have a nice lovely club. So if we just equipped it in 2 hands and just beat him, beat the goddamn life out of him. It's like a gang beat, but with one man and a giant wooden stick. So as you can see, it's just nothing more than a wooden plank. And that guy died. Well, we're kind of floating on him, aren't we? Yeah, we're kind of floating. We're standing, we're hovering. I don't know what's wrong with my knee. Our ankle is slightly crooked. I don't know what's going on there. So if we go over to here, this will give us the description of this. The description is a simple wooden club, simple bladeless strike is effective against many foes and easily handled. It can break guards of shields, but however, one single miss makes one wide open, so timing and proximities are crucial. I don't want to say that for some reason. But, yeah, so that can basically said for most weapons in the game. So if we go through here, this nice white light, as they say, well, our hair illuminates. We're so shampooed that our hair just illuminates through the light. God, I would want this shampoo so badly. Oh, he's the guy who gave us the body thing. Perhaps he wants us to play with it. He probably is a bit disappointed, and he's probably having some alone time right about now, so I should leave him be, most likely. So over here, what is over here? We have some stairway, which we can't actually get up, sadly. We have to get out much later in the game. So, right here, well, it's a bit of a chipped wall, really. It's kind of dented and, God, a shoddy stone, well, masonry, isn't it? Up there's a giant ball, but before we go to the giant ball of death, we want to go down here and open this up. So now we can actually come back, if we ever really wanted to. So right here is this giant evil ball, but the best thing to do is, rather than hit by the ball for half your health, is to jump off the side. So yes, if you're ever going to be hit with a giant flailing ball that's coming in to impound your face into probably the stairs of a crooked church, then you want to dive off a cliff. That's the best thing you can do. And that guy has actually a sword, so you have to be careful of him. Hello. You seem to be randomly flailing. Let me beat your kneecaps in. There we go. You're now dead, and you gave us your soul. Thank you very much. But that's also broke this shoddy masonry right here. Hello, sir. How you doing? I saw you earlier. Now, you can just beat him in case you don't want to talk to him, but we want to talk to him. We want to get his shiny shield and perhaps this lovely sword he has there.
Oh, you. You're now hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I are both undead. Hear me out.
So should we listen to him? I think we should. So what are you going to say, Mr. Shiny Man?
Regrettably, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family: "Thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords, when thou ringest the bell of awakening." fate of the undead come shocking. Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite. Oh, and this.
Oh, that's a load of keys, isn't it?
Now I must bid farewell.
I wasn't listening to him, I was too busy dancing, because look at this fancy water. There's no ripples in it when I dance. And also, look at the shadow overflowing his shiny armor. But I think he's gonna die soon.
Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now. And thank you.
Thank you for what? I don't know, I wasn't listening. Use item! I don't want to use my firebomb against him, game, that's rude. So over here, oh, here's a giant metal ball that we almost got pummeled into the ground with. It's very rusted and looks like a giant yoga ball. Ooh, I wonder if we can jump on it. No, we can't actually do anything with it. If we hit it... Wow, it's solid. Shame we can't play some giant baseball. Shame. But if we go up here... Back up here where we came from. So that man just died. You can hear from where you can see that crack in the wall that something's going on. And he's now dead. We get 100 from his soul. He doesn't have much. Not much of a faithful, wise person now, is he? So with our door, key thing, we can go in here. But before we do that, let's have a look at those keys, shall we? So what are those keys we just got? Those keys are... We got a dungeon cell key. Let's have a look at that. A mysterious night rouse saying a word shoved the corpse down into my cell. And on this person was a key. Who was this knight? And what was his purpose? There be no answers, but one must still be forged ahead. So he basically wanted to save us to pass on his virtue, and his quest to is to ring a bell. Now, I don't hear a bell. I hear wind, but no bell. And the god we worshipped happened to be a giant demon with a hammer. Maybe it's a euphemism for a bell, because there's a little hammer in that little cone of metal type thing. But yes, we got the Undead Asylum for floor 2, east key. It's a key to iron bars on the east side of the second floor of the North Undead Asylum. The Undead Asylum is a great undead prison segmented by countless iron bars. Even an undead were to escape from this passage, well, from a cell, patched outside world would not be gained easily. So the big pilgrim's key. The key to the inner door of the Undead Asylum, main hall, the big key belongs to a chosen undead pilgrim. But this undead knows not what this pilgrimage has in store. So that guy didn't know what's happening. He'd probably got killed by a giant demon thing with a giant hammer that we stole from him. Huzzah! So it's basically saying, there's enemies up ahead. Defend yourself. So we don't actually have to go up. It is merely optional. You would have to go up here if you ran away from that boss, in case you'd have any firebombs. So hello. How you doing? You seem very pretty. Luckily we just beat your chest in. And you have a... Oh, no, you're incredibly violent. Stop being violent. There we go, you're unconscious. A nice little tap with my baseball bat. I guess it's more of a rounder's bat, really. Hello. You're an awful archer. Smack in the face, and there we go. That should teach you. When you wake up, you should learn of your mistakes. Let's play with your body. I'm sorry, I'm having too much fun with his body. So in here is an enemy, so we can basically... tells us how to basically do that. Oh, that guy has a shield. Now, this enemy has a chance of dropping his shield, but he has the training of a soldier. So let's just beat him wildly. Did he drop anything? No, he did not. For that, I will play with your body. We should not play for too long. Open this door, it's locked. We got about 3 keys, and none of those keys unlock this place. This place is heavily secure. You'd think we could basically bash it open with a wooden club. You think, or a giant demon club made of some type of tree. But sadly, we cannot do that. So, that's basically the entire place cleared out. This is a tutorial if you have not, figured yet. So now we shall fly on and see that giant door that was locked. Perhaps a giant pilgrim's key opens up that giant door of wonder. God, I love the ragdoll in this game. It's amazing. So if we go all the way over here, back in this door, there's a door right here that we couldn't open before. As you can see, we can hear the thing below us walking. Now, you might mistake the thing we killed right in this room as the thing we saw below the iron bars. Those are 2 different creatures. He's just simply wandering for eternity, waiting for someone to play checkers with him. And I wonder if it's actually normal checkers or Chinese checkers. I guess we'll never truly know. So here we can see the mountains of the north. We are one of his mountains. I wonder how many more other asylums there are here. I guess it's just one asylum, I guess. I can't really see any other buildings. I don't know. Bit strange. Long drop, though. Read this. Good job. Go straight ahead. Go up these crooked stairs. I wonder what's up here. Very foreboding, is it not? So, if we go over here, though, over here happens to be a bird's nest.
You, give me warm, give me soft.
Sadly, I don't have breasts to give you, but if I did have any breasts, I'd give it to you, strange egg thing that's talking to me. So right there is actually a trader, a secret trader of the game, where you can get some unique things from him. Or her. I think it's actually him and a her, actually. There's two people talking to me. But, yeah, so that person's right there, and up here is, well, the way to leave this dreaded mountain. Because after all, who wants to live here? Actually, I would, actually. And there's the cathedral. It's very ruiny, isn't it? There's a bit of a thunderstorm. We better leave before thunderstorms happen. Sadly, can't read the graves, but most of the bodies probably fell off into the giant, well, chasm. Chasm? I don't know. But this is a lovely place, is it not? Nice little flowers here, probably deadly to eat. I'll eat them nevertheless. I'm undead, I can eat anything I want. Unless I don't have a stomach anymore. Would explain lots of things about me if I did not have a stomach anymore. Most likely.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall meet. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
So now we are in Lordaeron. We have been kidnapped by a giant evil demon bird thing, and we've been kidnapped in this giant place that seems to be just as ruined as the other one. How strange. Very strange. So, what I'll do is I'll leave it here, and hopefully everything turns out well in this recording, and, well, fingers crossed. And I shall see you here, by this bonfire, next to this creepy guy sitting on a log just randomly staring at me. I guess he's eyeing up my perfect undead buttocks. Very well.